Excuse me, but Snow White is a fairy tale from hundreds of years ago. No one owns that.
Are there any dwarves in your story?
Rachel Zegler is calling out The Simpsons and demanding Fox delete an entire episode. Can a rising Disney star really take on one of TV's most savage shows? Is this a case of public mockery or just another celebrity overreach? Hit that subscribe button if you're done with fake drama and want the truth behind every celebrity clash, straight up.
It's the most emotional experience that a person can go through to know that what they're working on is something that has reached a generation of people.
The Simpsons has never been afraid to go for the jugular, and this time their target is none other than Snow White star Rachel Zegler. The episode in question, titled Snow Woke the Reimagining, takes a ruthless swipe at the modern trend of rebooting classic fairy tales with heavy-handed social commentary. The show uses its trademark satire to portray a fictional actress, clearly modelled after Zegler, who stars in a feminist-themed reboot of Snow White. Throughout the episode, this character delivers exaggerated monologues about smashing the patriarchy and rewriting history, while the movie itself bombs spectacularly. Theatres are empty, critics are unimpressed, and one character bluntly asks, "Who asked for this?"
Snow White slept and waited for her prince to come, but he never did. Because a woman shouldn't have to depend on a man. Snow White was brought back to life by a lady doctor.
This biting parody reflects The Simpsons' long-standing reputation for poking fun at pop culture and politics. Since its debut in 1989, the show has built its legacy on satirizing real-world figures and trends. With this episode, the writers aren't just mocking Zegler. They're making a broader statement about Hollywood's obsession with identity-driven reboots. Social media erupted after the episode aired. Some praised it as savage truth-telling, while others slammed it as unnecessarily mean-spirited. Either way, it proves The Simpsons still knows how to hit where it hurts, and spark serious conversations.
Snow White starring Rachel Zegler opened to a dismal $43 million, snagging the title of the lowest debut weekend for any Disney live-action remake, beating 2019's Dumbo.
Then came the controversy now dubbed Dwarfgate. When Disney revealed that Rachel Zegler's Snow White would replace the iconic Seven Dwarfs with magical creatures of diverse backgrounds, actor Peter Dinklage didn't hold back. In an interview, he blasted Disney, saying, "You're progressive in one way, but you're still making that backward story about seven dwarfs living in a cave together." Dinklage, who has achondroplasia, called out the studio for claiming progress while reinforcing outdated stereotypes. His comments ignited massive backlash and pushed the film into hot water months before its release.
Now, Turtle, I'll need you to get in the soup.
Rachel Zegler quickly rose to stardom with her breakout role in Steven Spielberg's West Side Story, earning critical acclaim and even a Golden Globe. When Disney announced her as the new Snow White, the casting was praised for its inclusivity. But that goodwill didn't last. During the film's early promotion, Zegler openly criticized the 1937 animated classic, calling it outdated and problematic. In one viral interview, she said, "The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Weird." She emphasized that her version of Snow White wouldn't be saved by the prince, and would be a leader who doesn't dream about true love.
So how does it feel to join this elite group of Disney princesses? Can you believe it?
No, not at all. It's unbelievable. I mean, I look at that girl and I have no idea what I'm looking at.
While Zegler's comments were framed as progressive, many lifelong Disney fans saw them as a direct attack on a beloved childhood film. The tone of her remarks came off to critics as dismissive, even mocking. For generations who grew up with the original Snow White, her words felt like a rejection of the fairy tale's core values: innocence, romance, and tradition. Online, fans accused her of rewriting the character to fit a modern narrative without respecting the story's legacy. The backlash was swift and unforgiving.
And she's the main character and she's trying to promote the movie. Would this make you want to go watch the movie when she's starring in it and she's the main character?
When Snow White finally debuted in theaters, it tanked hard. Despite Disney pouring over $100 million into marketing, the film scraped together just $43 million domestically and $87 million globally during its opening weekend. By the end of its theatrical run, the worldwide total barely crossed $172 million, falling far short of its estimated $200+ million production budget, not even factoring in promotional costs. Critics were merciless, and audiences didn't show up. The film earned a dismal 1.6 rating on IMDb, making it one of the lowest-rated Disney releases in history. Many blamed the film's failure on Zegler's controversial interviews, heavy story changes, and the perception that it prioritized a political message over classic Disney magic. One critic summed it up. Audiences didn't want a lecture, they wanted a fairy tale.
Let's see. Gingerbread house, grandma's house.
As if things couldn't get worse, an AI-generated image of Zegler on an OnlyFans page went viral. Though it was fake, thousands believed it, sharing it across social media. Her team scrambled to shut it down, but the damage was done. It was a clear sign that Zegler's public image had taken a massive hit. People weren't just criticizing her, they were mocking her, turning her into a meme. And when the internet starts believing fake things about you without question, it's because you've lost their trust.
Why are you crying?
Oh my gosh, I saw we didn't even see, but I saw the logo and I went, that's my name, Snow White's up there, and I cried.
After The Simpsons aired the episode titled Snow Woke the Reimagining, Rachel Zegler reportedly demanded that Fox pull the episode, arguing it was a targeted and unfair attack on her character and career. But Fox didn't budge. In a public statement, a Fox spokesperson responded firmly, saying, "The Simpsons has a long-standing tradition of satirizing pop culture, politics, and public figures. This episode follows that same spirit of comedic commentary. The network made it clear they would not censor creative expression, emphasizing the show's role in cultural critique."
A musical brings people together is something to be studied in a lab, honestly, and it's just the most fun movie-going experience, and I really hope that it encourages people to go out and see it in a theater.
Fan reactions exploded across platforms like Reddit, X, and YouTube. Some sided with Zegler, saying the episode was overly cruel and bordered on bullying. Others said she was being overly sensitive. Another added, "The Simpsons has roasted presidents, pop stars, and billionaires." Zegler's not above that. The debate added fuel to an already heated controversy, drawing even more eyes to both the show and the drama.
Maybe she's been placed under some kind of a curse.
And all that will wake her is the kiss of a handsome...
I'm awake already!
The internet split into two camps. Team Rachel argued, mocking a young woman who's faced online hate is cruel and unnecessary. Meanwhile, Team Satire clapped back. If you can't handle parody, maybe fame isn't for you. Fans lit up Reddit and X with fiery takes. One user joked, "Rachel should be honored. The Simpsons just made her culturally immortal." Another fired back. "They roasted Jesus, Elon, and Trump." Nobody's off limits. Supporters called for empathy, while others defended The Simpsons' long-standing tradition of satire. The clash became a culture war, with Zegler stuck in the eye of the storm.
This movie was delayed multiple times. This was supposed to come out in 2024. They just released it, and here she is. This is Rachel Zegler.
Now here's the backstage tea, fam. Industry insiders say Rachel Zegler's reputation in Hollywood is complicated. Directors praise her talent, but some are calling her hard to work with. One producer allegedly said, "Rachel has strong opinions and no filter." That boldness made her a star, but it's also made her a magnet for backlash. Every time she claps back on Twitter or critiques a classic film, she adds fuel to the fire.
My advice is to try, but also just to learn by experience. You don't have to pay $1 million to get training.
Despite the controversies, Zegler isn't backing down. She's announced her next project, a comedy drama titled She Gets It From Me, where she'll star alongside Marisa Tomei. The film follows a young woman reconnecting with her estranged ex-punk rocker mother, It's a chance for Zegler to showcase her range and perhaps rebuild her image. Additionally, she's set to star in a limited-stage revival of Evita in London's West End, starting June 2025. It's clear that Zegler is determined to move forward and continue her career despite the setbacks. As for The Simpsons, they're thriving. Ratings are steady, merch is selling, and now, thanks to Rachel, they got a whole new generation watching again. Some people are even saying Snow Woke is the best episode since the early 2000s. Irony, Rachel might have accidentally revived The Simpsons.
You said you were bringing a modern edge to it on stage. What do you mean by that?
I just mean that it's no longer 1937.
So, what have we learned from this whole mess? First off, satire doesn't spare anyone, no matter how big or small. If you're in the public eye, get ready to be roasted, especially on a show like The Simpsons, which has been poking fun at public figures for decades. Second, the internet never forgets, and once it's on the radar, there's no going back. Lastly, if you're going toe-to-toe with Fox's biggest cash cow, don't just rely on a Twitter thread to back you up.
It's very validating. A lot of hard work has gone into this film, but so much love, truly, speaking for myself and also for the filmmakers behind it.
Rachel Zegler's journey is far from over. Whether this turns into a tragedy, a redemption story, or just another chapter in her career, one thing's clear. The drama is peak 2025 energy. Rachel Zegler's journey serves as a cautionary tale about the power of public perception and the internet's unforgiving nature. In today's world, one misstep can lead to a cascade of backlash, but it also highlights the importance of resilience and the ability to bounce back.
I'm not saying this as a moviegoer. I'm not saying this as someone who's railing against DEI. I'm saying this as a stock owner in the company of Disney.
So, what do you think? Did The Simpsons go too far, or was Rachel Zegler's reaction overblown? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Smash that like button like it's a Snow White reboot. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. The realest source for celebrity chaos, one scandal at a time.